Holy fuck. Oh, that's so much smoke. Oh. You trying to gas me out?
You good, man? You good?
Do not inhale this, kids. Oh. Fuck.
I hope that cop doesn't come over here.
Yeah, I know, right?
Bro, you have so much
Hello
travel.
guys and gals, me Alex, and welcome to the unveiling of my project car. Ladies and gentlemen, been holding this off quite some time now. Actually, I did a whole recording on the whole thing, and well, to be quite honest, my phone has been giving me issues, and I've been fighting with it for days and days on end, but I decided to give up and just do a whole new recording. So yes, we did take the car drag racing. I'm going to show you guys that in a minute here. I might show you guys the footage of that later down in an episode, because that kind of leads to where the car is in its current state, but that's fine. We do have the car, and well, I couldn't be more excited to show you guys. I've been really into this. Now let me give you guys a little quick background idea what the why I decided to get a project car. It's quite simple, really. I adore cars. I love playing with cars. I like toying around with them. It's always been my dream to own a second car. Some of you may have seen in a previous video that blue truck that I ran on the drag strip in a 1/8. That is my daily driver. I love my truck. I will never get rid of her unless the day has to come where I need to. That will be a depressing day, but to be quite honest, we move on to better things. I have over here you know what? Might as well just reveal it to you guys. I bought myself a 2001 IS300. Now, some of you might be asking, really? You bought a Toyota? Of all the things you could have bought, you could have got LS. You could have gone a 5.0 Chevy block. You could have done a lot of things. Yes, Chevy block. I'm a retard. I'm sorry. I meant a Mustang. I could have gone with a lot of bigger, powerful, more motors, but well, it was quite interesting. The reason why I decided to go with this, to be quite honest, you can see where we got number 16 when we went for the drag strip, and of course, lovely Tampa, Florida weather. To be quite honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, so do excuse the cloudy gloominess. But to be quite honest, the reason why I went with this car is actually quite interesting. First off, I gotta give you guys a little background idea how I came across this car. Well, I'm more of a Japanese enthusiast, I guess you could say. I tend to like Japanese cars. I like imports more than anything. Don't get me wrong, love my fans out, muscle enthusiasts out there, love me muscle cars, but the thing is with this car, it's because of the motor that it came with. Now, the motor that comes equipped with this beautiful specimen is a 2JZ GE. Now, for some of you that don't know, or at least the car enthusiasts that may have heard of the 2JZ at least once in their life, it's pretty much up there with like LS swapping, pretty much like, oh, why don't you just 2J swap? These motors are very strong. They're very well built. Well, mine maybe not so much anymore, but we'll get into that later. Yeah, usually you could suck out quite a lot of power. Actually, I am noticing things left and right on this car that I should not be noticing, to be honest. But yeah, I've decided to go with this car because of the 2J GE, meaning it is a naturally aspirated motor. Now, the one you get on the Supra, which is the 2JZ GTE, that is a turbo prepped motor. That one's a little bit more stronger built, and quite honestly, that is the goal for this motor. Actually, we're gonna actually build it to be, well, we might do a 2JZ GE swap, a real Supra motor. To give you guys an idea what we're actually looking at in the engine bay here is, well, we got a clean motor, I have to say. I didn't clean it off. This is actually, aside from the little oil, covering spots here, the guy that sold it to me did put LEDs. He was an older gentleman. I think his kid and him worked on this car. A lot of things have been jerry-rigged, which is fine, you know. This engine actually has about 224,000 miles on it. We're gonna do a quick little walk around of it, show you guys an idea of what the car is. Now, you might be wondering, is this car black? Actually, it's not, ladies and gentlemen. To show you the actual color of the car, we're gonna actually, this is a little hint of what the real color is. As you can see here, this is the actual color of the car. Whoops, dropped the key. But yeah, this is the actual color of the car. Yes, it is red, for anybody that's questioning on that. I haven't touched anything really about the car. The only thing I modified was the, I wouldn't even call that a mod, but it was the shifter knob. Toyota does give you a ball shifter. I don't know where I put it exactly. I'll find it eventually, but that I changed with the Pokeball. I had one laying around for a previous thing I had. I was using it for my shifter knob, but it's fine. The adapter broke and all. But long story short, this is the car. I left it in the condition it currently is because I wanted to show you guys before and afters of what we're going to be doing on the teardown. Now, the whole build is going to come across like I'm going to be tearing out all of this. All of this is coming out. This is going to be a real race car. So as you can see here, we got a little bit of wear and tear. That's fine. Nothing that I can't live with. It did come with a few spare parts. I have to say this is pretty cool. When Toyota did develop this car back when it, first debuted, these were OEM pedals, which is pretty cool. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I know it is an automatic. I understand. I know I'm gonna probably get a lot of hate in the comment section. I understand, but there's gonna be a lot more haters to come along because, quite honestly, to be up front about it, I am not an engine builder. I do not know a lot when it comes to those sort of things, but I know the essentials to be a car lover, I guess you could say. I don't have the right tools to do a lot of the jobs, and majority of the jobs that are going to be done to this car that are going to have to be done professionally is the engine and transmission work. Majority of all of that. Everything else I should be able to do by myself, and there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna help out with this project, but that's for later in the in the build series. But everything is pretty much stock as it is, which I found pretty cool with this car. These down buttons are actually the shifter, so when you put the car into a manual mode, you know what, to prove to I actually didn't buy just a shit box of a car. We'll check out those mileage to actually 224,070 miles. A few of those miles were added on after doing the pass in this car, which again we'll show you in a later video. But to show you, it actually starts. She cranks. She goes. She vibrates very violently. For some of you that don't know, that is majority of a misfire happening actually, and yeah. She does chuck a little bit of smoke. I'll be honest. She needs some work, if you haven't guessed already. But yeah, the motor does go in. It still runs for the most part. Yeah, showing you guys back on this, the whole the transmission driving. When you put it into manual, so as you can see here, it shows off the actual gear. But when we press down, and you only have to press one, it downshifts for you, which is pretty dope. I don't know if you can hear that beeping, but that won't let you go on the first gear, unfortunately. And I don't know if I can show you guys, but there's an up button back here that allows you to upshift. So if I can give you guys a good angle, it's kind of cool. A little weird, honestly, how the whoa, just felt my seat kick back up, and that's weird. Oh, totally forgot to put it back in park. But yeah, yeah, it's a weird design, I guess you could say. Now that we're used to paddle shifters nowadays, but it's little cool quirks and features that come with the car. This was actually my rag. So let's look at the car a little bit more in detail. Steering wheel, a little wear and tear. We'll work on that. Everything else is pretty much the same. AC does work, I have to say, which is pretty damn good. Blinkers obviously work, which is pretty cool. Radio does not work. I should put that out there. Holy crap, I didn't even know this actually came out. Oh, look, we're missing a few wires. Oh, lovely. Traction button, it's, you know, it's like a Christmas tree up there on the dash. The radio, this is exactly how the radio was installed, to be honest. But everything's OEM. We are taking that out. We might do a center panel. We're going to probably do gauges, you know, probably if we turbo the car. Who knows? We might do that. Pretty much spare parts, glove compartment, nothing too fancy. Nothing to really be like, wow, this is an amazing car. We got a bunch of change that was inside here. I gave it off. This lug nut bolt. What am I saying? Lug nut bolt. The socket to take out the lug nuts. It's a special one because the owner decided to do that. Maybe he got his wheels stolen. I don't know. Actually, speaking of which, these wheels, all four are the same, by the way. These wheels are actually SC300 wheels. For some of you that don't know, this is pretty much the four-door edition of an SC300, which is another Lexus 2JZ motor. But I bought the four-door edition because four-door race car, am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Actually, I kind of want to take people on rides in this thing when I get it built. So it's more going to be a fun car, but like I said, taking out all the seats, we're going to do proper racing seats, all that sort of jazz. Yeah, pretty much that's all there is to show. Oh, I have to show you guys this little laddie. We got power in the seat. Oh, that. We got power seats, ladies and gentlemen. They work. They don't sound healthy, but they work nonetheless. So that's a bonus for in its own. Yeah, we have pretty much the back seat is as stock as it comes. Oh, I can't even, ladies and gentlemen. See if that actually opened it. Nope, that didn't open it. Let's put it down there, and it opens. Nice. So yeah, we in some other videos you'll probably see when we picked up the car and all that sort of jazz and whatnot. Back seat is pretty much as its stock as it comes. It's got a little wear and tear. Probably seen better days, but you know, it is what it is. We're gonna be tearing that out eventually too. We're actually gonna do a full 6-point roll cage if I can get away with it. But yeah, you know, nothing too fancy. Still got the number 16 there. She's a beaut nonetheless. I'll show you guys the trunk because, like I said, I tried to keep everything in this car literally as it came, so I could show you guys the progression of the before and after scene. So yeah, back here it comes with not very much. We actually got a bucket. Shout out to Economy Tackle for, you know, I guess I got a free bucket, I guess. I don't know. It's a bait bucket. Hell, right? So we got our engine cover here, which actually I didn't even know that was the engine cover. I didn't even know it came with one. Nice. We got some secret fluids on that. That must be fun. Got the no spare tire. Nice weight reduction. That's race car life right there, ladies and gentlemen. You can see a little bit of water dripping in there. I actually got to tend to that sooner than later. As if there's not enough rust already happening on this car. We will be relocating the battery to the back. Again, this is all part of the fun in the project. There's a lot of race car parts going to be added to it and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's pretty much the walk around of the car. It's nothing really to scoff at. The car, you know, doesn't sound anything crazy. It's not like it has, you know, it's straight piped, which we might do. As you can see, we got a beautiful tone of rust happening up here. For some of you that don't know, this, like I said, this here, I don't know if you guys can get a good glimpse of that, but this, what's it called? This is the actual paint itself. This beautifulness is actually peeling off. This is the primer that came with the car, and that's dying off. And then we have the actual shell of the car. And as some of you that don't know, these are usually, because the metal likes to rust against, you know, we live in Florida for goddamn sake. I mean, it takes its beating. This is going to be rusting even worse. I need to sand that down and clear coat it fast as possible. We do get a sunroof, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta say, you don't see that often in race cars nowadays. We got a sunroof, yo. We got a sunroof. Oh, it's so cool. Can you even see inside there? Nope, absolutely not. But yeah, we got that. Oh, and of course, racing stickers. Never heard of these companies in my life, except for Summit, Belstein, and, well, everyone else I've never really heard of. But, you know, that's about what is these? Usually about 10 horsepower, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So yeah, we got about 80 extra horsepower on top of the stock, what it currently makes. So that's always fun. That is always a fun time. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the unveiling of my IS 300. Yes, is it a shitbox? Absolutely. Am I prepared for this? Absolutely not. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, it's something new for the channel. It's something I've always wanted to do, and it was always a dream of mine, quite honestly. Now, is this going to be a project that is going to be taking very long? Yes, it will. I don't think I'm going to strip down the car. That might be for a different project car sometime down the road. It's really just, it's a shitbox. I understand. But at the end of the day, it's my car. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. Is there people that are going to disagree with some things I do with the car? Absolutely. And, you know, that's one thing I have to very much explain about the car, or just in general. Excuse for the wind noise. I'm trying my best to work it out here. But, you know, to be honest, like I said, this is a fun project. We're going to be having fun with this. We're going to be doing fun races with it. I want to take people out. I want to have fun with it. I don't want to be reckless and not, you know, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to hurt anybody else on this project. It's for fun. We're going to enjoy it together. And quite honestly, like I know, I mean, any car YouTuber, anybody that's, you know, had an opinion on YouTube usually gets backfired on it, and that's fine. I understand. I know what I'm getting myself into. But, you know, at the end of it, you know, this is my toy. This will soon be my baby. As of now, I want two things from you guys. One, I need to know what color I'm going to put this car back in. The black is kind of digging on me a little bit, I have to admit. I might actually get the whole thing just matte black. Properly matte black, obviously. And then everything else, I will do a little bit of sanding on here. We might change the color and whatnot. But let me know in the comment section what color this car should actually be. Got a little bit of mismatch coloring of the bumpers there. But, and secondly, ladies and gentlemen, all I ask of you guys is, let's give the car a name. I usually never name my cars, and I never really thought it was I never really found the interest in doing it, but I don't know. I feel like this car needs a name to give it some kind of character. Give it an actual name. Don't just call it, like, you know, look at the Rust shitbox or whatever the hell you want to call it. You know, let's give it an actual name. Something that will be notarized on, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun just building her, driving her hard, being reckless, just having damn fun. That's all I want with this car. This won't be the only project car down the road. When it's complete, we'll move on to another project car. One toy at a time. Hell, if you guys want to give my truck a freaking name, let's do it. Why not, right? I never gave her a name. I call it a her. I don't know why, honestly. I feel like this is more of a boy than anything. But, you know, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comment section below. Tell me if you're excited about it. I damn well am. We got more surprises coming up. Stay tuned for all the drag racing that we're going to be doing with the car. We're going to have so much fun with it, and I'm looking so freaking forward to it. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end it off here. Thank you for viewing or coming in and seeing the unveiling of the car. Yeah, I hope to see you all in the next one.